All right, boys and girls, so we've done it facing one way. Let's do it facing the other way. I'm going to put that one over here, okay? Slightly curved line. Now remember, I'm not going to put my hot dog on this side. I'm putting it on this side, okay? So whatever side my hot dog is on, it's the opposite side goes my half circle. So here goes my half circle up here. Remember, I can put it up here, I can put it low here, however you'd like it. Now here I go with my wiggly line. Come to that, say excuse me, hop over. Come back to the bottom of it, wiggle on over, come up, and there I have the top of my lily. Now just I need is my two slightly curved lines, getting skinnier as I go down. All right, I think you understand how to do this. You understand the steps. If the hot dog's here, the half circle is on the other side of it, okay? Now, let's quickly talk about shading, and then I'll let you go and have some fun. Remember, when shading, there's a couple of things we need to know. Where's my light source? If it's inside or outside, I still have a light source. If I'm inside, it's a light bulb. If I'm outside, it's the sun. So, I always put a little X so I can remember, because maybe I'll come back to this tomorrow and start working on it. I've started some shading, but I haven't finished it, and I think, oh my goodness, I forgot where's the sunny side and where's the shady side. So I'll remember this is my sun, because maybe I don't really want to put a sun in my picture. You can, but maybe I don't want to. So there's my little X. Make it lightly enough so you can erase it. Okay, let's talk about shading. We've talked about it before. Shading happens when something covers it so light can't get there. So think about where light would not come. If my light is here, first of all my highlights are on this side and all my shadows are on this side. Okay? So even on this guy, my shadows are all here. Remember, this makes a picture look more realistic if you have dimension. The different shades are going to give you the dimensions. Okay? Underneath here, it'd be a little darker, wouldn't it? That would cast a shadow. Yeah, definitely. What about under here? It would cast a big shadow, wouldn't it? See how I'm using my pencil sideways, not like this? That will really help you shade easier. You get more of the lead onto the paper. Where here you just get, this is great for when you're writing or sketching something you need to make a fine line. We're not making a fine line right now, right? So right now, all I'm doing is putting in wherever I think it should be dark. And remember, there's lots of different values or shades of darkness, okay? I'm going to be darker here, but I'm not going to be as dark here as I am under here, okay? So I'm just going to kind of put a little bit of darkness in there to show. Okay. Now also, some of these calla lilies, I did a little, where the hot dog side is, you can kind of do, it's almost a lazy S, I guess. It's a little hump up. Yeah, I'd say it's a lazy S from here to there. And then you can shade that in a little bit too. And that splits the flower up a little bit more. It makes it look a little bit more realistic. Really, anytime you're going to get more shade and more depth in anything, you're going to make it look more realistic. Remember, because you're trying to trick the eye. This is not just a piece of paper, but that things are bending and turning. And shadows and highlights is what makes that happen. So I would go around and do that to all my lilies right now, but I don't want to take all your time. Remember, I said if you don't have a stump, that's okay, because these work just as well. This is a Q-tip. I'm sure if you don't think you have one, mom, dad, or someone in the household has a Q-tip. If you don't have a Q-tip, you really could use your finger. Your finger's a little bit wider. You get a little nicer thing with the Q-tip. Anyway, I'm going to take our Q-tip, and I'm going to do a little blending. So notice it just kind of makes the edges a little smoother. And maybe I want to take some of that down here. I don't want it all white, but I don't really want it dark. Remember, I can pick up my lead on this. So I'm going to smudge that in there, make that look a bit more realistic. Same thing down here. Remember here I wanted it shady, but I don't want it as dark as what's happening up here. Okay. Remember, the eraser is a wonderful tool too. What happens if I decide I do not like that shade there at all? Remember how my eraser can just take that right off, and your eraser? And I can start right over again, right? I can say that was just too much. I want to add a little bit, but not that much. Maybe I like that better. Okay, so don't think that once you've put something down, you're committed to that forever. Erasers still work even how dark you get it, and they can even lighten and make some wonderful highlights. I didn't show the leaves yet, so let's do that very quickly so that you can go off on your own and have some fun. I'm going to bring my stem down a little farther. My leaf, again, it's nature, so they're not really perfect. It is going to be a somewhat of a U shape, but it's, see what I mean? It's not a perfect U at all, is it? No. Now, if you like the way I did this, where this is the under part of the leaf, see, and the darker I get with this, the more you can really see that this is the bottom of the leaf, folded over, and this is the top. So if you like the way that looks, you're going to just stop right there, continue the rest of your leaf back, and then you're going to go ahead and put your point right there. But if you darken that in, remember that's all going to happen in shading. Same thing, you're going to want to put some of your stems. Look at the difference, how realistic this one looks versus this one. Okay, so you want the shadings in there. But let's say I decide, oh, I really want more of a highlight right there. Remember, I can erase that, right? Or right here, wherever you want. All right, boys and girls. Oops. I hope you had fun drawing with Miss Yvonne. Miss you guys. Remember, it's Earth Day, so do something fun and happy for our Earth. But stay safe, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Enjoy the calla lilies and teach someone how to draw it. Have fun.